Star Wars Hunters finally got a brand new update to the game after being about 4 or so months since the last one. The last one was in October, and this is now the 7th of March as of this update releasing, so it's been quite a long time since we've heard anything at all. So thankfully we do actually have more content in the game now. We got a new map, huge overhauls to things, so in this video I'm just going to go and break down everything that we got in this brand new update, and then next week I'll have an update review going over my actual thoughts and opinions of all of this new content. So if you are interested in this game, make sure you are subscribed to the channel because there's no doubt going to be tons of news over the coming months. So in this update we got a brand new map for Squad Brawl, we got a ton of overhaul changes to the menus and the overall user experience, and there was just a lot of big changes towards the way abilities work in the game. So I'm going to start going through this now. So yes, update 0.16, so as I said, new map here, which is the Mos Espa way station, which I have played on now, and it's honestly so cool. It's for Squad Brawl only, which I actually really like, because one of the things that Hunters is doing well is a bit like Battlefront 2015, where they have specific maps for specific modes, and I think it works really well that way, and this map just really is awesome. So it is another map for Tatooine. This game so far has Hoth, Endor and Tatooine in the game, and clearly they're focusing on those three for now, but this map is also used in the tutorial, so yeah, it's really good. So with regards to soft launch expansion, as you can see here, it's now gone into another 6 countries, and now these are the first European countries to actually get access to the game, and they are Austria, Norway, Finland, Denmark, Sweden and Italy, which is really exciting, the fact that it's so close to home. I mean, I'm in the UK and I'm playing it anyway because there are ways around it, but it's really exciting to see that actually the European countries are now getting it, and it just makes it feel a lot closer to actually releasing, so it's really good to see that they are expanding the soft launch more. Another big thing is that there are daily logging calendar rewards now as well. This hasn't been implemented as of yet. As it says here, the calendars will roll out as of the next few weeks, so I've not seen it yet, but they are now in the game, and I think it's cool. It's a good incentive to bring players back. As you can see, hunters, crystals, avatars, credits and much more will be part of these calendars, so it's really nice to go and see that. In Galaxy of Heroes, done by EA, obviously this has got nothing to do with EA, this game, but they have monthly calendars that have like character shards and stuff like that, so it's just an incentive to come on and play every day, which is good. More cosmetics have been added, so 64 it says here, 48 costumes and weapon wraps, so skins and weapon skins, 10 victory poses and 6 avatars. These are just a few of them, and these will likely be added in an arena pass that probably starts next week, I imagine. But so far, I mean, this skin for Groz, so this Hutball Champion one, looks awesome. That skin for Utuni looks really cool. So yeah, loads of new skins will be added to the game, and they'll release over time, which I'm really excited to see more of them. So probably the biggest thing is this ability variant rework. So the way abilities used to work is that you'd have your core ability, and then they'd have 2 different variants, basically. So the other variants would then have different benefits compared to your default setting, essentially. Now the way it works, so is you start off with your core, but now you actually have 2 different variants again, but they have their own tracks. So as you upgrade each track, it then has better abilities, basically. So it might be you might be able to grapple onto something faster as a Mara Vex, for example. I don't actually think that's the way it works, but you might be able to grapple onto that, for example, and then the more you upgrade it, the faster you can do, or the further you can go, or whatever. That's kind of how it works now. You can only focus on one ability sort of track at a time, so you can't upgrade both, but it is actually really cheap, as Quick Draw found out last night. It's really quick to change track anyway, and it's cheap, so that's good. It's a really interesting system though, and it does make you think about how to really use your hunter and stuff, so I'm definitely looking forward to doing that. They've changed the hunter track down from level 25 to 20 now. Not entirely sure why, but that's the thing now. So yeah, I mean, fame rewards is a lot better now though, so you actually earn fame based on things you do in the game, like you accumulate a score and that now goes into your fame, which is so much better than what it used to be, where it was just, here's hunter fame for a win, here's some basic hunter fame based on the badges you earn. So I mean, I think it's still fairly similar to that, but it feels like it's done in a much better way, which is really good. So we have a few other changes, and I'm not going to go through every single one, but now some abilities can actually be, sort of when you're holding it, you can actually cancel them, which is actually really good now, and I think it just makes the playstyle a bit more enjoyable. And as you can see, Groz has a new ability, so instead of his frenzy ability where he just whack his clubs really fast, which I didn't mind. He's now got upheaval, which actually looks really cool. I've not used Groz yet, but it looks really fun anyway. And then Sprocket's ultimate ability has changed, and Sting Shot's Rocket Stomp, that has now been reworked, so that it's a lot faster to do. So we've now got some pretty big changes actually to the way the game works now as well. So when you enter a match, it's so much faster than what it used to be. Instead of having intro animations and stuff now, you just choose your hunter, you select it. If you're in a game with bots, it just automatically goes into the game pretty much. It's so much faster now, which is awesome. But unfortunately, that does mean intro animations have been taken out of the game, which is pretty disappointing because they were pretty cool, and you know, I really liked the customization potential they had for that. But ultimately, it does work for a much faster game, and yeah, there are benefits to that, of course. So that's how that looks. So there's also new score and badges. There's loads of new badges to the game, I've already noticed. Then there's score that pops up in the on the side of the screen, which I've already seen some people say they don't like it. I personally actually do quite like it. It makes me, I don't know, it kind of makes things in the game that I do feel a bit more rewarding in a way, and obviously that rewards, those scores go into fame, so it makes it worthwhile. It's a good progression system there. There is a new game mode selection screen and stuff, so you can just go into Squad Brawl itself, or Hut Brawl, or objective-based modes, which is Control or Escort, so that's really good. Like I said, the hunter selection and pre-match stuff, they've changed, and intro animations have been removed. It's a shame to see them go, because there's a lot of potential for that, but ultimately you do find yourself getting into the game so much quicker, which is hugely beneficial. Finally, I mean, there's more stuff down here, but I won't go over everything like that. The biggest thing, there are two more things actually, or three really. Post-match stuff is a lot nicer, it looks a lot cleaner and stuff, so you know, that looks great. So as you can see, the June Sea Outpost map has also changed quite a bit as well. It's still very much the same map, but they've added at either side of the spawn, they've added like a sort of a speeder and a shop there, which looks really cool. So it's just like little Easter eggs like that they've done, and they've changed around the whole middle section entirely pretty much. Structurally it's pretty much the same as well, but they have changed it around a little bit, and it does play a lot better. So I'm really excited to see how that is. I've only done it in Squad Brawl though, so seeing how it is in Control I'm not sure yet, but regardless, it's a very good map. I mean, it was a good map anyway, but now it's just even better. And finally, for this video, they've removed hunter tokens for the game. So beforehand, hunter tokens were used to buy hunters. Now, though, you can, I think you only start off with one hunter when you start the game, and then you earn 7 others, so there's 2 more to buy. But I think they'll be able to just be purchasable with, or unlockable via other means. So there's very much no pay to win involved. If you do have hunter tokens, I've got 210 at the moment, I'll be able to use them anyway, which is nice. But yeah, they have been removed, and the systems in place now are a lot better. So the game really has evolved a lot over the soft launch, and there's a lot of new content. The game is looking really good. I'll go into more detail about each sort of individual thing in a video next week, but that is it from me today, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you are keen on Star Wars Hunters. Thank you very much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.